Hello everyone, so picking up where we last were, kind of sort of, I'm actually going to do the Holotali dungeon first, and then right after I will be doing the 1000 Maws of Totorak as part of the main scenario quest. And as you can hear the chimes, that's from my party, just so I recognize that it's a party sound to actually pay attention to it, because it's so distracting and easy to not pay attention to it as some random person stands right behind me. And so we're going to talk to Feifa Joni just now. If it is the halls of Holotali you seek, you need seek no further. Permit me to tell you something of this place. This name, the name comes from an ancient tongue, Holotali meaning the land of many shadows. It was here that our distant ancestors first settled and... Bah, you have no come all this way for a lesson in history. Shh! Listen! Do you not hear the howls and growls? Do you not feel how they shake the very earth beneath you? Those sounds are the work of no wind, and my friend, nor the rumbling of the doing of any shadows. Those are the calls of Holotali, for now the beasts once keep for the Colosseum lurk there. And these are no gentle beasts broken by the hand of man, no, there are those within that even the might of the immortal flames cannot tame. From the look of you, you must be Solarian. Aye, I received word from Nedrick that you might be along. By his recommendation, I grant you leave to enter freely. I only pray you're able to find out your way out. And I don't need any of that, so I'm just gonna go with that. There we go. And Holotali it is. Doesn't look all that bad down here, does it? What do you think? Yeah? No? Yeah? And so we're off. And of course, oh, conveniently, camera has to be a jerk there. Trying to move them away, and of course not everybody's attacking the same one. So yeah, and of course they're going to be higher up, and so they're going to have a easier time with definitely don't forget to use some of your rampart in this case. Eventually you have other better skills, but yeah. And as you can see, I obviously need these for the hunt log. And here there's going to be a whole bunch of ads. I might not actually grab them. Because it is easier for the DPSs to handle those, provided that they know that they need to handle them. The bigger ones I will probably grab, so you see here there's the ads there, and the ads will come from over there. They're going to head over to this way, and it actually strengthens the fire fan here. So the reason part of why I was having trouble keeping aggro is because balls are out DPSing me. Because my gear is significantly worse than theirs, for example, and yeah. And so as you can see, and I could actually use those, so I'm just going with meat. And so now up through the ethereal flow. And it'll teleport us over this side, instead of having to backtrack all the way that way. Thing I find is that red mages always attack a little too early. That's okay. I expect it almost every single time, so. And that's one thing I've also noticed is that every once in a while, it will be assumed that just because the tank is standing right there, that they'll automatically be aggroed to them, which isn't true. The tank has to actually use an ability, in this case flash for me, or if I had one of my other skills. So oftentimes if I'm running close, I won't be able to actually get the aggro on them because a DPS in this case might actually use a skill that's ranged and then end up drawing the aggro. Which happens and doesn't happen, but... And if we could hop down over there, we could, but I think there's a wench over here. Ah, yeah, there's one over here. Yeah, fast enough, that's okay. Also, one thing to note with Gladiator, Flash uses a lot of MP. So, not being able to use Flash a lot can really affect it, especially if your DPS are out-tanking you, as you just saw in the last set. This one, it's important to know which ability he's using, because, like right now, you do not want to be in the water, because if you're in the water, well, it will really kill you. see right now, my MP is very low. That's why it's important to know your rotations. So right now I'm going to be using just also one that's my damage one, because that regenerates my MP. And it's amazing that it's all tank stuff, basically. I don't need that. Let's go see what kind of dances I have. I don't think I have any. So as enticing as that treasure coffer is, it's actually a booby trap. If it being in the middle of the floor wasn't obvious enough to say that it's a trap. Yeah, I think I get those for I was hoping to not have to use that skill, as it's what, that's a minute 30 roughly for its cooldown. And then we go over through here. And a cutscene, of course. Get to see the lovely backside of a freaky looking whatever this is. That thing. Pleasant looking, isn't it? So anyways, we this one is similar to you do not want to be in there. And in this case, it's important to kill these, because otherwise they kind of help strengthen that dude there. There's also fire spirits. Don't want him close to do that again, because there'll be some right there anyway. Or they'll spawn there. I like how the sound of getting loot kind of kind of interrupted the sound of the end of the dungeon there. Sorry, kind of stammered. Okay, I think that was it. So that was that for that, and now I'm gonna teleport over to the quarry mill. I will talk to Wood Whaler Expeditionary Captain here. Well, Mad Adventurer, I take it you have come to learn more of the recent happenings at Isambhar. The site is of interest owing to the Gilmoran ruins, Gilmore being an underground city which predates Gridania, in case you were unaware. Anyway, a few days past, we received some reports from several anthropogeographers that a magical gateway of some sort had appeared in the ruins, and that all manner of creatures were coming and going through it. My men and I were among the first to examine it, and, well, it's hard to explain. We crossed the threshold into a set of corridors we'd never seen before, and then suddenly each and every one of us were filled with an inexplicable sense of dread. It was all I could do to take even a single step. According to Una Kotar, who accompanied us, the runes are awarded with powerful magics that sap the spirits and aether of all who enter, rendering them easy prey for the creatures within. Thankfully, he managed to devise a solution, aether pool arms and armor, which safeguard and channel the wielder's energies that they might withstand the runes' magics. Unfortunately, it does little to prevent us from losing our way, though it beggars belief. Every time we have dared to venture into the ruins, we have found the path to be changed. We suspect this too may be the work of an unfathomably powerful mage. Needless to say, something strange is afoot, and traditional tactics are not like to suffice. Even experienced adventurers will need to proceed with caution. In any event, if you believe you have what it takes to brave the ruins and discover what secrets lie in the deepest depths, you need but say the word. And so this is, I believe, introducing the Palace of the Dead. Yes, Palace of the Dead. I have actually not ever done it, but I have been told... I'm not actually going to read this either. I've been told that it is a good way to level up classes, and it's kind of like a... I think there's 100 levels or something like that. And it's like a deep dungeon type levels tier thing. So you're in a party of 4 and you work your way through levels, and there's a whole host of things. If you're interested in that, I would probably recommend going to some other YouTube videos to watch it. I'm not sure if I'm ever actually going to get to that, because it's kind of a major side thing, and like I said, I've never done it before. So I would not be the best one to go for advice in that sense. Which way am I going? I'm going that way. Yes, I have a bunch of quests here. Those are waiting. No, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. I always get confused, especially because there's always so many people around, and mostly because of the Palace of the Dead thing. So I get lost. It's not hard, or it's not easy to... Yeah. Alrighty. And make sure you clear out that section and the 1,000 Maws of Totarak. Black Shroud, 1,000 Maws of Totorek. On the presumption I'm pronouncing that correctly. And if I'm not, oh well, that's how I say it. Okay, and here we go. And so there's a couple of paths in this one. It doesn't actually matter which direction you go. And the important thing to remember is to pick up those photo cells because you need them for this dungeon. And I failed to notice. So see here, there's two paths. It doesn't actually matter which direction you go. Assuming I didn't miss anything. Honestly, it's so easy to get turned around. So we could have gone down this way as well, but don't need to. And as far as I know, there's nothing important about those notes, just kind of hidden lore and stuff. Ha! I beat you. I don't know why I hit tab just then. Okay. And so for this one, other than the photocell, which you need to activate this magical terminal, it will spawn a boss. So you say yes, use it, but then that spawns. So you actually have to wait until after. I think in this first fight no ads are here, but in the subsequent ones there are. And poison is definitely a big thing, so depending on how you like to heal, usually using Asuna, I think is the skill, will either be in your best interest or if you just like to heal and power through. So in my case, my healing style is I like to try to keep the poisons off. So I'm casting Isuna a lot in this one. I think that's the skill name. If it's not. This way. This one has a lot of twists and turns and stuff. So don't feel bad if you get lost. And I just realized I could equip that. And then this one, it's also easy to get lost, but the direction you need to go is this way. And you have to hop up on that part. Okay, and then this one, it's important that as a tank, you pay attention to make sure that everybody gets through. Because if you don't, you might end up leaving a healer behind. Because it closes off as you saw there, and it kind of sucks you in, and there's other areas where some of the bad guys might actually spawn. And also in this part will be kind of node thingies. Use ranged attacks to kill them before you get close, because otherwise he'll kind of explode and basically is poison. So if you use your ranged skill, then it clears up before, and well, it'll be gone before that. So unlike this time, you actually have to go this way first. Because you need this photocell over here. And then you head back over this way. I don't have anything new yet. And you talk to the Magitech thing, and once again, this spawns. And then this time there will actually be ads, so you want to watch out for them. Make sure they don't attack your healer or your DPS, etc. So basically... we got a new level. Yay! And loot-wise... we'll pass on that, and... we'll pass on that. And here, there's the lead-in. Don't worry about that as a healer. You can't actually remove it. And if you can, as a tank, try to keep them so they're off so that your DPS can actually not be super duper slow. So they could have actually been standing over there to attack, which as you can see they kind of are, but... Normally I would drag this one out, but you have to pretty much drag it quite a ways before it decides to actually move at all. And here is where it gets twisty and turvy. Oops, and I got too close there, that was my bad. And we're actually going to be going this way. If you don't get annoyed by the leaden sound already, I'm surprised. And here, I always want to go that way, but it's actually this way. And yeah, I realized that was confusing because I was zoomed out, so it's kind of awkward to showcase that. And here, there will be actually a bad guy that spawns right over there. Reason that wasn't working. I'm not entirely sure why. And in this one, after you hop, well, I'm gonna have the cutscene first, but after you hop down, it's gonna suck everybody in.
Darkness.
You again.
Elko Hitra Buglo Hads.
And in English, the mighty slayer of Ifrit comes now to me.
Seastagon Rajiadorn.
With a countenance that bespeaks understanding.
Thagon Welrog. Torsan Opaiki.
An intriguing power, the echo. I must needs choose my words with care.
Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God. Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Dun dun dun. He's doing magic. A magic trick. He's making it purpley gaseous. Oh. Why does it have to always be spiders? I accidentally clicked outside of the game. That's the one bad thing about having two monitors and the way I have it set up right now. And why are you aggroed there? Huh? Get back over here. Get back aggroed over here. Get over here, you. I look kind of funny with my white gauntlet arm things and then the other stuff. And then there's this. But I'm gonna pass on that. I should have taken the weapon. Oh well. Well, that's gross. Finally, fresh air. Sniff, sniff. Mayhap not so fresh, but better than before. Ah, sinister one is gone. This one can leave this awful place. See, doesn't that look like a female? Did Walking One vanquish the many-legged one? This one is grateful to Walking One. This one is called Frixio, eldest of these ones of little solace. Looks like an old granny. Female, right? But I keep referring to him as him. Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing of note at Lark Scale, sir. Understood. Return to Area 12. Damn it all. Where is that accursed icon hiding? No sign of her wizened friend? A friend? I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order that the search perimeter be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. His Excellency bid us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loath though I am to admit it, I have found no evidence to suggest that Ramu will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god who does not grant one's wishes? Were I a sylph, I should strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be in reasonably good health when last I looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their icon. Really, Centurion? Were you not aware the vegetables bruise easily? It is well that I did not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhap it was a kindness. Better dead in truth than dead to one's own god, I suppose, if you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Useless. We are so close to completion. I can fair taste it. But at this rate... No, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. What was it you always said? Ah, yes. Though it mean bringing down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility, if not we? And that alone were you right, Garland. But your star is long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright, that Lord Van Belser's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it. Ha 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 ha! Those walking ones did for Noxia. This one is certain of it. This one fears that other taken ones also suffered the same fate. This one is convinced. Walking ones have black hearts, seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Neuroxia, do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are evil ones among the walking ones, there are good ones also. Does Walking One feel unwell? This one would know what brings Walking One to this place. Came to this one's rescue at Neuroxia's bidding, then this one owes Walking One a debt of gratitude. Walking One has questions about Lord Ramu? Then this one will provide answers. But first, let these ones quit this lightless place. And this one will return to Little Solus. When Walking One is ready, please come and see this one. These ones may speak properly then. Then it is settled. Let this one accompany Walking One outside. Most amusing. Alrighty, and once again I was running as instead of riding my chocobo. Yeesh. I will remember eventually that I have a chocobo to ride. And head over this way. And talk to the Scarin. Ah, you're back. Tell me, the Sylph Elder is well? Thank the gods for that. I don't rightly know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad Rixio didn't come to any harm. Ah, but there I go, tempting fate. Run over to Little Solus and secure us peace with the Sylphs before aught else befalls us, eh? Rest assured I'll send word to our friends of Charlian and Twinader both. You've done Gridania a great service this day, lass, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthers. In so doing, be sure to come by whenever you feel like a drop of Quaker in firewater. Bascarin has something he wants delivered to the Sylphs. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solus. This Azima rose oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of the tribe's elder and a token of Gridanian's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the 12s would with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridanian and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. And as you can see, we now can triple triad match against him, and we have a quest from Aiphilat here, whom I will speak to. Aiphilat would be most grateful if you would hunt down some Garlean interlopers in his stead. You're back, lass, and something tells me you've not come for a flagon in Bascarin's ale. All the better that, and I just heard some Garlean stragglers were seen in the Trollswood, and you know they're not like to be up to any good. Me? Well, I'd like nothing more than to gut those Imperial warsons myself, but I fear I've picked other duties to attend this day. We're counting on you, lass. Some people. Too busy with their ale instead of the flail. Oh. It like spawned right beside me, what? And I can zoom out again. Yay! So we're doing the side quest first, and then I'll head over to... Oh, I guess it's each shroud, so I need to teleport there. Guess I should have paid attention to that. But anyway, we'll do this side quest here. And... Come on. There we go. Destination. And I'll just hover down here so I don't attract that cat trap who... Oh, for a second I thought he was gonna head over to this way. And if you thought of casting anything, you're not gonna. Well, I guess you cast something now, but you're about to die anyway. There you go. And so just a straggler over this way. I'm not entirely sure why they're under a bridge, but... Okay, we'll talk to, what's his face? This guy, Locked. Saw to those Garlean dogs as swift and sure as I saw to me me duties, did ya? On a behalf of old man Biscarin and me compatriots here at the Drithers, we have my gratitude and then some. What with ye and me myself, seeing to matters, lass, I tell ya no flagon of mead or Garlean troublemaker on or around these premises is safe. Huh? There are weird elves and... Oh, right. Teleporting to... Wait, where am I going? Oh, I'm just going a little soulless. Why did I think it was all the way over there? Oh. Because it is all the way over there. I will teleport to Hawthorne Hut. And so, yeah, so you see, I'm on my chocobo here, and you can actually teleport on your mounts. And you'll be on your mounts when you teleport to the new area, so... Yeah. As you can see, teleport here. And heading to Little Solus, which is what? That direction? That direction. That was close. And I'll run this way so I avoid those bugger heads. And since I couldn't show this properly, and hopefully it's recording properly now, but before when I said I liked how it looked, that's what I was seeing. So hopefully this comes out as better than it was in that disaster of a video in the last two videos. Yeah. But anyway. So we will talk to... Who are you? Nolexia. A gift from Walking One. Biscarin. A gift for these ones. Or these one? This one? What was it? A gift for these ones. Okay. Azema rose oil. A fragrant oil pressed from freshly harvested Azemia rose hips. Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One, Biscarin, and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter many lies and much deception. But this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. And as you can see, a side quest popped up and, well, might as well pick that up first. And we get a Sylvan Silk Belt. Nolexia wishes to show you her immense gratitude. This one wishes to thank the Adventuring One. Adventuring One saved the Elder One. But this one must ask a favor first. Will Adventuring One bring 3 bottles of fresh blood? It is morbid favor, this one knows, but most must have fresh blood from vile ones known as Jiggas. Here, Adventuring One, take blood bottles. Use on almost dead vile ones to take fresh blood. And that's over there, but we won't do that first. We'll talk to Camuxio. Camuxio wants you to discuss peace with Frixio. This one has been expecting Walking Ones. This one fetches Elder One. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Ah, there you are, Celebrian. We have just been hearing tale of your deeds of daring do. Well done. Ah, the Walking Ones who aided Noroxia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial ones closely. But these ones watched too closely. Imperial ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Totorak. Would that this one had not, and Totorak, a sinister one robed in black, tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black? Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? Elder Frixio, we came to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the word of the Elder Seedseer. Yes. This one sees... So walking ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu? Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord Levin but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one well knows and respects Horned One Kanisena. Be assured, little walking ones of Gridania. These ones have no desire for conflict. Like walking ones. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the wood from Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know how. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all these ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral home, where touched ones reside, walking one will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania. And so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of Endymion, mortals who are tempered come to take on qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of the Sylphs, Ramu's influences has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers. But what about the abductions? A fine question, Yida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold. A timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for your making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Kanisena. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest. That Sylph Elder's very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us would recognize reason if it punched her in the nose. On the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Anyway, we're going to head back to the Waking Sands and tell Minfilia all about it. Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this, and while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Brother Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It's been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together, let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Bye-bye. Please wait, Walking One Celebrian. This one has yet to give Walking One a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon Walking One as a symbol of these ones' trust. This one was not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped the crystal. This one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to Walking One. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch Touched Ones. So long as Touched Ones are not troubled, Touched Ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses Touched Ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for Touched Ones. And so we will do just that, which is just over there. And then we'll do that side quest, and then I think that's going to take us either to New Gridania, to the Eldseer, and then wherever that takes us. So, right here is our destination, and it kind of elaborates where you're supposed to look out, so look out. There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. And we will talk to... or we'll do the side quest thing there, and then we'll talk to... I guess it'd be just outside of... well, let's see, open up the map and look. Yeah, it's just... in Gridania, probably to the Twin Aether area. So we will head on over this way. We need to go north. And I'm not worried if these boars chase after me, though I'm almost level 30, so they shouldn't anyway. Likewise with this one. Yeah, it's 10 levels. That was somewhat of a test to make sure, because I think it's 10 levels that you have to be higher than them. Oops, I don't want to go in here. And thus in here, the swollen jiggers. Just need to weaken it, and then use that, and then basically defeats it. So no experience to earn with this, which is fine, because that's not the point. And one more to go. Guess I didn't make it in enough. Whoopsies. That should do it. There we go. And now teleport, or not teleport. Drive the chocobo back to Little Solus and turn in my quest, and I believe that's it for that quest. Talk to Alexia. Did Adventuring One bring blood from vile ones? I sure did. Giga blood. The deep red blood of a fattened wildkin. For some unknown reason, the humors will not coagulate. This goes here, and that there, then this thread like this, then put that together. Done! This one has made a talisman for Adventuring One. Its magic talisman will protect Adventuring One from scary ones. And as token of this one's thanks, these ones owe Adventuring One many, many thanks. And Sylvan Silk Belt. And now we will teleport to New Britannia. So the Sylvan Silk is not really useful, and you can't even really use it for glamour because you can't actually see belts. But I kept it just for, well, it was a gift, and you don't really want to throw away a gift, right? It'd be kind of rude. So anyway, we're headed over this way, and so after this I think we might talk to Minfilia, perhaps? Or the Elder Seaseer? I'll find out in a short second. Ah, if it isn't Celebrian, how went the meeting with the Sylphs? Letter from the Elder. The fluid lettering of the Little Solus Elder Frixio is as beautiful as it is unintelligible. A message from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramuh. And so long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. And that was me accidentally hitting the right mouse button. The Eldseer will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all Gridanians, I give you my thanks. And we'll talk to Varicel Helio. Commander Helio appears to have more to say. The Sylphic folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the Eldseer Seaseer to no end. By owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the Scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Minfilia. Speaking of whom? Hello? Hello, Celebrian? Can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Ida and Papalamo returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done! Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. I would appraise you of the present situation in person. And as you can see, triple triad now. So speaking with Tataru, so we will teleport to, I meant to click on that, not click into, but the horizon, and then we will ride our chocobo over to here. And we're getting closer to 100,000 gil. Woohoo! And because I was working on World Saucer stuff, we're almost at 150 mil. Or 1,000, not 150 mil. If we were at 150 mil, I'd be shocked. Yeah. Obviously there's someone playing with that over there. It was like all of a sudden wings were in my screen. It was like, what? Anyway, so we'll talk to Minfilia and then see where that takes us. I am going to probably guess it's probably going to take us to Limsa. But we shall see. Hop, hop, hoppity hop. And talking to Tataru. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventure, welcome back, Celebrian. Lady Minfilia awaits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. Okay. Entering. And we will talk to, as I said, Minfilia. Or we'll get a cutscene right now anyway. Oh, hello. I'm given to understand that the matter of Ramuh has finally been resolved. I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim, yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Thancred is sparing no effort. They are many and one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I have been meaning to ask, but is Alice quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alice has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl, but you may be assured that her destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldisian report will serve you well. I take it we can proceed as discussed? Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. Hi? It is good to see you again, Celebrian. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelfthwood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Ramuh from the list. So who's next? Zahagin and Leviathan? The Lord of Whirl has not answered his minion's call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices. For a time, at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as Y'shtola says. Unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next a primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long. You may depend upon it. Indeed. So then if all the known primals have been active in recent times, we are left with... Gridania! Wait, I mean Garuda, who is the primal... Garuda! Wow! Wait, I mean Garuda, who is the primal of the Ixal, who live near Gdania. Yes, that's what I meant. So many realms to cover. Would that there were more efficient ways to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for more practical solution. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs under the sage guidance of the Seedseers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. Is there something else, Celebrian? Beg pardon? A man named La Habre, sporting a red mask and robed in black? 12 Berserk! Prior to the calamity, the Asians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities, investigate this La Habre. Brea, learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to the... Eek! Tataru! A sylph? And Thanalan? At long last, this one finds walking one Celebrian. This one is most dependable on these ones, is sent by Elder One Frixio to help walking ones. This one is called Neuraxia. This one comes as friend. Let these ones be friends. Pleasure to meet you, Neuraxia. We'll talk to Thancred. Ah, Slayer, pray do not concern yourself with my welfare. My current investigation has yielded some curious results, and at present I am pondering how best to proceed. And do you say anything? Or with the 8th shift, or was it the 9th? Or I'm with the 8th shift, or was it the 9th? Do you guys have anything to say? Nope. What about you? What do you have to say? Excuse me, lass. This might sound strange, but you haven't by chance seen a fellow what looks exactly like me. I'm looking for my twin brother, see? And I heard that they might have come along through here. They could be dead, for all I know. At least it feels like I've been chasing ghosts for an eternity now. Who are you? Clive. Greetings, sire. I come on behalf of the students of Beldesian. You may address me as Clive. Is there some reason you're still here? Pray carry on. I'm not here to see you. Well, do you have anything to say? No? Okay. What about Y'shtola? Y'shtola, do you have anything to say? As you have doubtless witnessed in your travels, the land of Eorzea are gasping into the pale, under the pale of a suffocating darkness. I must wonder if it is this darkness that invites disaster, or simply that disaster has left such gloom in its wake. One thing is for certain, now is not the time to relax our vigilance. And... well, I guess I might as well talk to Neuraxia. Walking ones from Ul'dah, I have not seen these ones before. This one knows. Still, must walking ones make such screaming sounds when seeing this one's face? This one cannot get a wink of rest. Look, Neuraxia, I realize this makes no sense to you, but you must try to be more discreet. Years ago, a law was enacted in Ul'dah whereby... Please just trust me and stay out of sight. Okay. Araxia and I both wear a mask. We're going to get along famously. I just know it. I just assumed that was a leaf that was part of their face. But now that you think, now that I hear that, that is a mask, isn't it? Armamento. An Echo Barenko, Sign Supplier. What do you have to sell? Ah, you have potions and stuff. Good to know. And a Walking Sands Orchestrion roll. Won't deal anything. And Haribert. And Livian. Vivianche. And Una Tayun. Biggs and Wedge. We won't talk to everybody. We will go talk to Minfilia, because I guess we're supposed to talk to Minfilia again. I was trying to figure out why we're back by the entrance of the solar, and then I realized it's because we didn't actually travel inwards because of the cutscene. Duh. Yes, Tataru's as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to know and to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Celebrian, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Ascians' presence and shoot, I clicked. Never have I doubted the Ascians' presence, but that they have grown to so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Back from the wood. Complete the main scenario quest Back from the Wood. Minfilia would have you investigate the mysterious Brea. I keep saying his name wrong. I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary, Celebrian. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man. The Ascian known as Brea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Ascians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Celebrian. So, we will go talk to Swift at the Hall of Flames, and depending on what that is, that will probably be it for this video. I'll take my shortcut. Up. Swift Flame Commander. Masked Man? Ah, you're the come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about Eastern Thanalan. A brass blade stationed at High Bridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Quakern. Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be so too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, High Bridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellows always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. So that is over that way. So we will teleport to Camp Drybone, and then we will talk to this dude, and then that will probably be it for this video. Because it's only going to take me a few minutes and I'll probably edit out the travel time anyway. And as I see on the map, that will be it for the video because there's side quests there, so I'll probably pick those up after I talk to the person for Hihibaru for the main scenario quest. Of course we don't have a nice view because it's raining, but as you might have seen in the Leap of Faith before, Leap of Faith is actually this area. Kind of. Sort of. This is where it's inspired from, basically, anyway. The gold saucer is also, if you look at the Thanalan map, the gold saucers also are over here, in the southern Thanalan area. But anyways, Hihibaru. Welcome to Highbridge Adventure. Whatever you seek, Hihibaru can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of my many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Hihibaru wants to help you find La Habrea. Maybe. When the Order of Naldthal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to a nigh-high endless beastman raids, folks are too afraid to come within a mile up here. I sold everything I own to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant? The masked man? Bah. I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. So, we will just leave the asking of the merchants for the next video. So in this dreadfully boring, stormy, rainy, showery showers, we'll leave that it for this video. So, thanks for watching.